I'm Kimberley Ulrich. I have had several surgeries in the last 5 years. It's been a lot of surgeries. I've had some cervical surgeries at Tom Baker, which haven't been easy, but made it through them. And then I had some skin surgeries as well. So when you lose a lot of weight, there is major complications that do come with that. There's excess skin, which causes infections, which causes me to be on antibiotics a lot. So you have excess skin that rubs and then goes into like open sores, and like there's all that complications. My biggest complication right now was my arms. So they are so heavy, and what I do for a living, my arms are going numb all the time. Just cause like it's so heavy to like lift up all the time. It hits me, it hits my clients when I do hair, which at first was horrifying. One of my clients now calls them love taps. We joke about it because there's nothing I can really do about it. The pain is getting to the point where it's starting to take a toll on me. I've always been pretty strong, have a high pain tolerance, like thanks to my dad. I take after my dad, I guess. But yeah, it's getting hard now. So I guess that's why we're doing this and asking for your guys' help. So yeah, with losing weight, there comes excess skin, which is really heavy, which is painful, which now is affecting my nerves and causing damage. And I'm on heavy painkillers, nerve blockers, massage therapy, chiro, active release. Chance is doing physio on me too. There's a lot of things that come with that. There's a lot of complications with that. And then being on antibiotics all the time, I do get sick a lot. So I puke a lot, which is not fun. So I'm on anti-nauseas 24/7. So every time I eat, I take an anti-nausea, which in turn is hard on my body. It's hard on your organs and stuff as well. Oftentimes I do end up in the hospital, and I call my IV pole Charlie. So I try to keep things positive, try to make light of things. So yeah, most people take their dogs for a walk. I take Charlie, my IV pole, for a walk. Black Diamond Hospital has been absolutely amazing with me. I come in, they give me my IVs, they give me my anti-nauseas, they hydrate me up, they give me banana packs. Like, they're honestly phenomenal there. There's been times, like not this summer, but last summer, where I had to port my arm for 6 weeks. So I couldn't keep food down. So I had a little port every 2-3 days. We changed it. It was wedding season, so I was all over. I was in northern Alberta for rodeos. I was everywhere, and every 24 hours I had to go get my fluids. So I wasn't keeping anything down. It even happened in Wainwright. I was at a rodeo with my cousin, helping with the chuck wagon horses, hanging out with like BJ Carey and those guys, the chuck wagon guys, and having fun with the horses, and I couldn't keep food down. I ended up coming back to Calgary, ended up having an emergency surgery just to help my stomach, to clear out the sludge and stuff in it, and then to put Botox in it. And what that does is then it helps me keep food down for a bit. So that happens quite often. Every 3 to 6 months, I usually have an emergency stomach surgery, and we do that. So that is an ongoing thing. When I came back from Grand Prairie, the pandemic first happened, I first came back with a heartbreak. I had emergency stomach surgery then as well. So yeah, but I don't let it stop me. I still played baseball with a port in my arm, still went to the rodeos with a port in my arm. We went to TB Creek up north to a rodeo and to do hair. I don't really let it stop me. Sometimes, we bandage it up, and there's a lot of selfies. I've gone out with my girlfriends, and you have to act different, right? But I don't let it stop me. You still have to enjoy life. Life's short, so you just do it with Charlie and your port and rock it on. But yeah, this would be huge for me not to be in pain, not for my arms to go numb, because I do need my arms in my career, and in any career really, you need your arms. And just to all the hard work I've done would be huge. So far I've had 3 stomach skin removals, and then they did some work down here too. So the first one was October of 2018, I think, yeah. And then the next one was last April. And then the last one was this May. So we postponed it a couple times. I postponed it just because of an ex's days off. They postponed it because his brother died, and then they canceled it because of the pandemic, obviously. So then I got the call on the Monday that they wanted to do it, and I was to open my salon on the Thursday. And I was like, oh, I can't do it, but we made it work, and I did it. And then I went back to work a week after. So I didn't take the proper time off. I was cut all the way up both sides, and then across, and then all down there was cut open too. All my lady bits, I guess, were cut open, you could say. And lifted and cut up, and some work done down there. It also takes several weeks off, and I did. So being a hairdresser, we are self-employed. We're a little bit of a different industry. And I am single, so I don't have that extra support for help or anything. So yeah, I do have some great friends that have stepped up. But yeah, I've become strong and just learned to do it on my own. I've been doing hair for over 14 years. I'm a master stylist. I love what I do. I've been an educator as well. I do tons of photo shoots. I've been internationally published as well and published in many magazines. I'm an expert in color, cuts. I do wedding hair, wedding makeup, it all. I even won my Cuts and Color Technician of Alberta award up there last year. And I'm up for top wedding salon of the year this year. Welcome to the new salon. So how are you?
This is a great salon.
That's beautiful. I know. This is Sherry, my client. She's been my client for years. And I'm gonna do her hair and we're gonna bring her to the Ulrich Creations space inside How We Do, and we're gonna create some fun magic on her hair.
Hopefully.
Yeah, of course, yeah, we do. I want to come see that. I know where you live, but I haven't been inside. I want to see how your siding matches inside. Yeah. But like it shows how redneck I am. And then this is like, so the antler on the back. The pink rose is a memory of, the pink rose is for me and my mom, my sister technically. And the blue rose is a memory of my dad. And then just my last name because I'm cool like that. But now I'm going to show Sherry her hair. Finally, I did cope with it, and we all have our coping mechanisms. Mine was I went to hair school, I worked a lot, and I ate things I shouldn't eat because that's how I dealt. And I cried in my truck, and I ate bad things, which looking back now, obviously it wasn't healthy. And then I just decided one day that I was done. I was done living that life. I was done getting made fun of. I was done being unhealthy. And I wanted to change. And one of my really good friends was getting married. Miss Lisa Capacci, who's still one of my best buds ever. And I really wanted to look good as a maid of honor. So I worked my ass off to look really good standing next to her because she's a gorgeous girl. And yeah, so I worked my butt off. My sister is a trainer, so she trained me at first. And I did Weight Watchers. I asked for Weight Watchers membership the one Christmas because we're Ukrainian. So I asked for Ukrainian Christmas. So I got that for Ukrainian Christmas the 1 year. And I started Weight Watchers and I've done it ever since. And I started with like aqua size because when I was really heavy, working on land was hard. So I'd work out in the water because I didn't feel like I was sweating. So I did that. And then once I lost more weight, I started doing classes. So I started doing classes with Melissa. We started doing classes at Motion Fitness years ago. And then my friend Jackie got me into doing hot hula hooping with Celeste at Yoga Down. And then Jackie actually teaches classes. So I did some of her classes once she became hoop certified. So I did some of Jackie's I Love Hoops, I think is her business, for doing hula hooping, which was fun. And then, yeah, I've tried all different kind of classes now. I kind of do everything. I've done boot camps, kickboxing, Tabata boot camps, Zumba, butts and guts, milkshake classes in Grand Prairie even. Bar became one of my favorites. When I first moved to Okotoks 5 years ago, I decided I wanted to take bar class, and Courtney Tanis was running a bar class in High River. I knew her as a hairdresser. Didn't really know her, but like in the hair world, you kind of know everybody. So I messaged her, I took the class, and I was like, hey, you know what? It's for 6 weeks. It's once a week. If I love it, I love it. If I hate it, I hate it. And then I started going twice a week, and I absolutely loved it. And I did Courtney's class for as long as she ran it. And then Amanda started teaching it. I did Inspire too, and I did her class until the pandemic, and I absolutely love bar too. It gave me confidence. Courtney got me into it and was absolutely amazing and was super. Courtney's been a super big support in my role of like losing weight and being healthy, and she's a hairdresser too, so she can relate on many levels. And she was really great at building my confidence. So thanks, Courtney, for helping me out. And then, yeah, I did Amanda's classes. And Amanda Pulaski was great as well. She taught at Inspire too, which was really good. So yeah, I love doing the classes I do. And then I worked out at Sector 6 for a while. I had a trainer, Anthony and Andrew, were training me last year, which was amazing. And then now I work out in High River with Chance at Touch Gloves, and he trains me about 5 to 6 times a week. Yeah. And then I also work out at my home gym. So I have my ball, my resistance band, my medicine ball, my little ball that I stand on for bar class. I'll do bar at my house with my bar chairs, just like, my stools for my table. I do weights, I do my kettlebell, I do step ups, do my ball, just try and keep strength, work out on days when sometimes I can't go to the gym or I'm having a bad day. So after I come home, I'll work out, it blows off some steam. So a lot of people have asked me why my friend started a GoFundMe page for me. So it is not covered under Bella Healthcare. Now, however, people think I'm being vain. I'm not doing it to be vain. I'm doing it because I'm in pain every day. A lot of people are like, oh, you're skinny now, life's good. Why do you need your arms done? Because I'm carrying that excess weight around all the time, and it affects me not just physically, emotionally. It's heavy. It hurts my neck, it hurts my arms, the sores, the infections, the antibiotics, being sick all the time. It's bad. Same with my legs, same with my back. Like there's parts on my side that are just like raw from like excess skin, like on the sides and stuff. The legs are black. Yeah, and it's painful. I've worked my butt off to be where I am today, and I'm grateful where I am. I never did think getting this size, working my butt off so hard, that there would be these complications and that it wouldn't be covered. So yeah, there's some huge surgeries coming up. My arms are tentatively booked right now for January 7th. I do need to come up with money by December 1st, so that's huge. And then the next set would be my legs and my back. So if I had all those surgeries done, we're looking at probably 2 to 3 surgeries. If we had all those done, then I would be off antibiotics and I wouldn't be sick every day and I wouldn't be in pain. So I'd be off painkillers, so that'd be huge too. And it would just help all my organs. So taking painkillers, anti-nauseas, antibiotics all the time is really bad on your whole body. Not to mention, I do have body dysmorphia. So from being so big that I was very big, to being the size I am now, I still think I'm the fat girl, which I'm not. And I can wear my best friend's clothes. I can wear Melissa's clothes. Erin can give me some of her clothes. Like, it's amazing. Erin gave me a whole bunch of her clothes. Melissa's giving me, like, we share clothes all back and forth all the time, which is amazing. And I've never been able to do that growing up. That's something most people, I think, take for granted. I've been able to do. However, when your arms are so big, I wear a size small shirt, but to get into a normal shirt, if it's not stretchy, I have to get a large. And when I look in the mirror, I still see my legs because they are so big on the top, but it's all skin. It's nothing I can do. People say to me all the time, well, just work out. I work out 7 days a week. And I've gone to several different surgeons. I have an amazing surgeon. And like you said too, it's not something you can tone. It's been stretched out for so long. So my weight loss journey didn't start, I worked out a little bit before my dad died. And then I guess probably 4 years after Dad died. So probably like 11 years by now. Probably about 11 years is when I started my journey. So I was stretched out for 20 something years. It's that skin doesn't go back. When it stretches, how the doctor explained to me is like, the skin is stretched out back. Same with being pregnant, right? So when someone's pregnant, their skin doesn't go back to normal. Well, imagine your whole body everywhere, my arms, my legs, my back, my stomach, everything's been stretched out and it doesn't go back to normal. The government just covers a appendectomy is what it's called. So it's your stomach and then they lift your girl parts is what they cover. So I've done more than that a couple times, but now that's why I'm asking for your guys' help, for I can get off the antibiotics, for I can get off the painkillers, for I can not be in pain, for I can not be nauseous all the time, and just for I can have the best life I've lived, because I've battled some heavy stuff. And just for I can look in the mirror too and be not, like body dysmorphia and realize the size I truly am, because it is carrying a lot of weight and it's hard on your body to carry that extra weight, and that's not something I can fix.
Ready?
Yeah. This is bantering, by the way. I don't know who banter is, but this is bantering.
So Kim is working on her back right now. Okay. So we're doing the individual instead of together, have her sitting on the floor, so it's easier for what she's got going on. Again, individually training the shoulder, training the arm, She gets more contraction. Okay, switch. And again, especially the side's weaker, we have to make sure we look after it properly. You don't want this side compensating for this side, so take your time.
Even though this is my cutting hand, this is the arm that has no feeling other than nerve pain all the time. They both do now, just from the excess skin hitting.
Extend that arm fully.
They say losing weight is fun, but they don't tell you the side effects after. That your skin hits you and your clients.
Keep it slow.
We call them love taps now at work. So if you're getting a massage at the sink, you get a really good massage. Sometimes you get a little love tap.
Nice. Control it.
So how I met Chance is Sarah, my really good friend from volleyball, introduced me to Chance and said that I should come work out with her. So me and Sarah usually work out together with Chance, which is awesome. So yeah, it gives me some encouragement, and I tried it, and yeah, so now I work out 6 days a week with Chance, usually Monday through Saturday, because he's closed on Sunday. So yeah, I usually come before work, and even the days I don't work whenever, I still come and work out. So I guess I just really want to inspire other people. If I can do it at the weight I was at, anybody can do it. It does take a lot of hard work, determination. There's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, and some puke. But if I can do it, anyone can do it. So just work out, be healthy, and honestly, it's not about the size. Honestly, it's not. It's about doing the things you couldn't do before. So for me, it's playing with Melissa, my best friend's twins. It's playing with them on the floor. It's running around the house. The other day, it was Melissa went out to do a couple errands, and we were playing hide and go seek, and I could go under Memphis's bed with Memphis and Savannah. It's the little things that are huge now. Or, you know, I went on the back of a boat on a tube that I couldn't do before. It's doing things I can never do. It's keeping up with your friends. It's going on a long walk. It's just living life to the fullest and not letting anything hold me back. I never let it hold me back when I was bigger. It just took a lot more time, and I'd say no a lot, and there was some restrictions, right? Like there's certain things I couldn't do, and now I can do it all. And life is short. I've learned that. I've had some health stuff in the last 5 years, we'll say, which brought me back to Okotoks, but yeah, just do what you can, work out, and So yeah, I've also been in 4-H. I was in 4-H for years. It was a huge part of our lives in my family. My mom was in 4-H when she was a kid. So I was part of Davisburg 4-H Multi. So that was huge. I've always done volunteer stuff, from volunteering at Richard McNabb's Park in Okotoks, to adopting a senior, to kin stuff with Kin Canada, to my victory to 4-H, to volunteering at the women's shelters. Yeah, I really like to give back. I do have a huge heart, and I like to give back. That's something that my parents, I guess, I was installed in us. So I'm usually the one giving back, so I guess this is why it's hard for me to ask for your guys' help. People that have been huge. So Courtney Tanis was huge in my fitness journey. Leah and Brittany at the pool have been huge. Andrew has been super supportive and behind me. Andrew at Sector 6, he helps me get different supplements, try different protein powders that work, that I don't puke up. Just trying to get my protein in some days is hard. Getting me to try different bars and stuff. He was super supportive too. I trained there for a while as well, and he got me different protein powders that work. So I do really like the diesel one, and he got me certain protein bars that I can handle, and I just cut them up into different things, like he said, put some of them in the freezer, different things. And then just Chance has been huge as well. I met him through Sarah, through volleyball. And she's like, hey, you need to come work with my buddy. I did, and he's been a huge supporter. And my clients become your family. I know so much about them. When they have a kid, when they're fighting with their husband, when they're having a good day, when they're having a bad day, they come in, they've had a bad day, they're fighting with their husband, the kids are driving them crazy. You sit down in the chair, you give them the coffee, and they relax. And sometimes if you can't figure out the coffee, like what happened with my friend Tara, you know what? You go to the coffee shop next door, even though they're closed, you knock on the door and you get them the coffee, right? And then, you do their hair, you make them smile, they leave, they feel amazing. They send you the text after saying they love their hair. Thank you for the service. Thanks for making them feel good. So I'm just really lucky and fortunate, I guess. I have amazing clients, an amazing support team, work with some amazing girls that I love my career. It's amazing. So just the people that support you, I guess. And this is for me to cross the finish line, and for me to get to the finish line, I just need these surgeries. So that's why I'm asking you guys for help. There's a GoFundMe that is set up. If you guys would like to donate, that would be amazing. Anything helps. It's $5, $10, whatever you guys can afford, $100, whatever. That's amazing. If anybody has any really great fundraising ideas, I'm open to anything really. anything to help and to share with anyone who might, nobody knows somebody who wants to help, that'd be amazing. And this will just let me live my life to the fullest and be able to give back and not be in pain and not be sick. I haven't let it slow me down, but some days it does. Some days I end up in bed and I'm really sick, or your client comes to Americana and you're sick the whole time you're doing her hair. And the owner goes and gets you Gatorade and gets you soda crackers because you can't keep food down. It is a part of my life. And you know, there's days at work when my neck and arm are so bad that Nikki, the massage therapist, like does a 2-minute like little thing just to help it a little bit, or I go work out and Chance works on it, or anything really, right? There's a lot of days that are hard, but at the end, it's all gonna be worth it. And I asked you guys for help, and thank you guys for all your support. And yeah, this is my journey. So let's get Kim into stitches was our hashtag always. I do have a page on Facebook. It's called Get Kim into Stitches, which you can see some of my before pictures and my after pictures. I think 2 of my biggest pictures are one when I worked at Pennington's and Mel made me this skirt. Mel Norred was my boss at the time, and she made me this skirt and it had ice creams on it. It was like a 50s poodle skirt. I look like I'm half the size of my house. But now, like, I look back and, you know, it's little things that you can do, right? Like, you can go for walks with your friends. You can do a hike. Me and Melissa and the twins did a hike at Elbow Falls this year. I did the hike 5 years ago when I couldn't do it. We did it this year with the twins, and I was fine. It was awesome. So it's things I could never do before that I'm doing, and I'm loving it, and I'm embracing it, and it's fun. Like, I did the diabetes walk for my dad a few years ago. We pushed my mom in a wheelchair, and we did it for my dad. It was a 5K walk. It's just being able to live life to the fullest. So yeah, that's my journey. So if you'd like to, go to my GoFundMe page and link it up, share it up. And thank you guys. And hopefully you guys will see me with my skin chopped off, and I will surely give you guys some documentation. I hope I inspire other people. Thanks everybody who's been part of my journey. Thank you all. Love you.
I burned out like a wandering ember. I shone bright, then my journey was over. What I sought when I ran was back where I began. No matter the rain, no matter the storm, I'm coming home. I'm coming home, I'm coming home.